Hello dear students of class 10th, welcome to English class. I hope all of you are fit and healthy. Students, in this video, I shall be continuing with the explanation of MCQs from chapter 1st from your first flight book, that is, A Letter to God. Students, in the previous video, I had explained you a few MCQs, and in this video, I shall be continuing with it. So students, as you know that in your exams you will be asked questions in MCQ form, so that is why we are discussing this way. Okay, let's get started. What made the postmaster to collect money and help Lencho? The options are: option A, Lencho's poor condition; option B, Lencho's demands in the letter; option C, Lencho's unwavering faith in God; and option D, postmaster's request. So students, as I already explained you that the postmaster was moved by Lencho's unwavering faith in God, unquestionable faith in God. He had immense faith in God, and seeing that faith, he was moved, and that is why he decided to collect money and send it to Lencho. So the correct option will be option number C, that is Lencho's unwavering faith in God. Okay, now let's move to the next question. The next question is: a letter to God is written by? Direct question. The options are: option A, Walt Whitman; option B, Anton Chekhov; option C, Robert Frost; and option D, Gregorio Lopez Fuentes. So students, let me tell you that all the four authors are mentioned in your book. That means in the further chapters you will find these names, so do not get confused. And in your book it is mentioned G.L. Fuentes, so do not get confused that G.L. Fuentes is not there. So the full name of G.L. Fuentes is mentioned, that is Gregorio Lopez Fuentes. So the correct option will be option number D. Okay, now let's move to the next question. The next question is: who all contributed money to help Lencho? The options are: option A, postmaster; option B, post office employees; option C, postmaster's friends; and option D, all of the above. So students, all of them contributed to help Lencho, and let me tell you, the postmaster even gave a part of his salary in order to help Lencho. So the correct option will be all of the above, that is option number D. Okay, now students, let's move to the next question. So the next question, as you can see here, is: what led to the destruction of Lencho's field? The options are: option A, thunderstorm; option B, drizzle; option C, downpour; and option D, hailstorm. Let me tell you the meaning of all the four, then you will be able to easily get the answer. The first option is thunderstorm. Thunderstorm means lightning and thunder. So this was not there in the story, so we will eliminate this option. Option B, drizzle. What is the meaning of drizzle? Drizzle means light rain, like sprinkling, that is called drizzle. Option C, that is downpour. Downpour means heavy rain. This was also not there, so we will eliminate all the three options. Now what is left? The last option, that is hailstorm. That means frozen rain. So this led to the destruction of Lencho's field. So the correct option will be option number D. Now let's move to the next question. So the next question is: when Lencho received the second letter, what was the postmaster experiencing? The four options are: option A, proud; option B, contentment; option C, dejection; and option D, surprising. So when Lencho received the second letter, there was satisfaction on the face of the postmaster. That means the meaning of satisfaction is contented. So second option will be the correct one, that is contentment. He was very much satisfied because he collected the money and he helped Lencho. So this was the feeling of the postmaster. Okay, now the next question: what was strange about Lencho's letter? The options are option A, Lencho's address, option B, the envelope, option C, Lencho's letter, and option D, receiver's address. So let us see all the four options. Option A is Lencho's address. So this was not strange. This was very much normal. This was very normal. So this will be eliminated. Option B, the envelope. And there was nothing strange or unusual about the envelope. So this will also be eliminated. Option C, Lencho's letter. No, this was also not strange because he wrote a letter to God. And the last one, that is receiver's address. Now what was the receiver's address? The receiver's address was to God, means very clearly he mentioned that he is giving that letter to God. So this was unusual or strange about Lencho's letter because we don't know the address of God and he mentioned to God. So this was very strange. So the correct option will be option number D, that is receiver's address. So the next question is, after the crops were destroyed, Lencho's family was still optimistic as. Now what is the meaning of optimistic? Optimistic means very much positive. They were not thinking the negative side, rather they were positive enough that something good will definitely happen. So the options are option A, they had faith in God. Yes, this is there. Option B, they knew that no one dies of hunger. This was also there. Option C, they believed that God can see everything and will help them. This was also there. And option D, all of the above. So all the above points were there, as a result of which the family, that means Lencho's family, was very much optimistic. That means they had a positive attitude that even though their crops were fully destroyed, still they had hope. They were hopeful. So the correct option will be option number D, that is all of the above. Now students, let's proceed with the next question. The next question is, which words describe Lencho as a person? There are few words that are provided and you have to identify that which words describe Lencho. So the first one is for option A, hardworking, naive, atheist. These are the three words. Hardworking, definitely Lencho was very hardworking person. Second is naive. Naive means innocent. And the third one is atheist. Atheist means one who does not believe in God. So this option will automatically be eliminated because atheist is there and Lencho believed in God. So this will not be there. Option B, innocent, literate, atheist. In this option also atheist word is there. So this will also not be the answer. Now the third option, religious, cunning, optimistic. He was religious, he believed in God. Cunning, he was not cunning, he was not very clever, he was an innocent fellow. And optimistic means positive. So one word, that is cunning, is there, so this will also not be there. And the fourth option, option number D, hardworking, naive and theist. He was very hardworking, he was naive, that means he was innocent, and theist, that means he believed in God. So the correct option will be option number D. Now let's move to the next question. There is a line taken from your book. There is an extract, that is, but don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. This is the line that is taken from your chapter. Now the question is, what does this tell about Lencho? The options are option number A, he believed that humanity cannot exist. This was not there. Option B, he hates human beings. No, he didn't hated human beings, so this also will not be there. Option C, he was greedy. No, he was not at all greedy. And option D, he had extreme faith in God. Yes, he had extreme faith, he had unwavering faith in God. That is why he told that do not send it through mail, as he considered the employees of post office as crooks. That means greedy people who had stolen their money, means dishonest people. Okay, so the correct option will be option number D. That means he had extreme faith in God. Okay, now students, let's move to the next question. The next question is, what words can be used to describe the postmaster? The options are option A, compassionate, option B, large-hearted, option C, sympathetic, and option D, all of the above. See, compassionate means very kind-hearted. So he was a kind-hearted man since he helped Lencho. Second, large-hearted. Of course, his heart was very big, it was large. That means not in size, but he was a kind-hearted man, it means. Third, sympathetic. Of course, he was sympathetic as he wanted to help Lencho. And the fourth one is all of the above. That means all the three are the words or the adjectives that can be used to describe the postmaster. So option D will be the correct option. Next, the next question is, how much more money Lencho needed? The options are 70 pesos, option B 13 pesos, option C 30% of total amount he needed, and option D 100 pesos. See, the question is how much more money. That means he already got 70 pesos. So how much more money was needed? 70 pesos, the option number A, that was not needed because that was the actual amount he received. Next we have 13 pesos. No, he didn't want 13 peso. Option C, 30% of the total amount he needed. Now, you need to consider this. 30% of total amount. How much the total amount he needed? He needed 100 pesos. And 30% of 100 will be 30. So he needed 30 more pesos. So the correct option will be option number C. So you need to analyze the options. If you will see, okay, 30 is not mentioned, that means you will not find any answer. You need to analyze each and every option. Then only you will get the answer. So the next question is, the hail has left nothing. What does nothing means? The options are option A, no person, option B, no building, option C, no crop, and option D, none of the above. So students, let me tell you that there is no mention about person with regard to hail. So option number A will be eliminated. Option B, no building. Also there is no mention about building because the hailstone did not damage the building. Option C, no crop. Yeah, this will be the correct option because the hail, that means frozen, the frozen ice or the frozen rain did not leave anything. So the crops were totally, completely destroyed. Nothing was left in the field or in the complete valley. So the correct option will be option number C, that is no crop. Now students, let's move to the next question. So the next question is, what is the irony in the story? Now what is the meaning of irony? See, I already explained you while I was explaining you the chapter. Irony is a figure of speech in which the opposite happens of what is expected. Okay, so what is the irony in the story? Let us see the options. The options are option number A, Lencho wanted 100 pesos but got 70 pesos. Option B, Lencho had faith in God but didn't receive the complete amount. Option C, Lencho wanted a downpour but hailstorm happened. And option D, post office employees helped Lencho but he called them a bunch of crooks. So first, second and third are not irony in the story. The irony in the story is that the post office employees had helped Lencho, but despite of the help, he called them a bunch of crooks. That means a bunch of dishonest people. He was pretty much sure that God has provided the money. God had provided 100 pesos, but the post office employees have stolen 30 pesos. So that is why he considered the post office employees as crooks. So this is the irony in the story. So the correct option will be option number D. Okay, now let's move to the next question. So the next question is, Lencho was not surprised to see the money in the envelope, as the options are option A, he knew that somebody from the post office would help him. This is not so. Option B, he had no expectations beforehand. This is also not the answer because he had a lot of expectations from God. Option C, he had extreme faith in God that God will send him the money. Yes, he had immense faith, an unquestionable faith in God, that God will certainly help him. And option number D, He was surprised but could not show it. This is also not the answer. So the correct answer will be option number C. That is, he had extreme faith in God that God will send him the money. So the next question is, Lencho's older boys were dash. The options are dancing in the rain, option B, working in the house, option C, working in the field, and option D, sitting in the field. So students, the older boys, that means the elder ones, the elder children of Lencho, they were working. Now where they were working? They were working in the field. So do not get confused between option number B and option number C, that is working in the house or working in the field. So they were working in the field. And what were the smaller ones doing? They were playing. Okay, so the correct option will be option number C. Now, the damage caused by the hailstorm is compared with what? The options are field covered with salt, option B, a plague of locust, option C, flood, and option D, drought. So let us see the options. Option A is field covered with salt. See, this is definitely mentioned in the story, but the field is not compared with salt. It is only the appearance. That means the field looked like covered with salt. It just appeared. So in the first option, it is just telling or showing the appearance of field. Now the second option, that is a plague of locust. So let me tell you students that the damage caused by the hailstorm is compared to a plague of locust. So Lencho compares the destruction caused with that of a plague of locusts. That means a group of insects that comes and destroys the crops. The correct option will be option number B. There was no flood or drought, and there is no mention about flood or drought in the story. So the correct option will be option number B. Now students, let's move to the last question. So the question is, which of the following describes the correct sequence of state of mind of Lencho in the lesson? Now you need to see all the options very properly. The options are angry, then dejected, elated, hopeful, and optimistic. This is option number A. Option number B, dejected, optimistic, hopeful, angry. Option number C, elated, angry, optimistic, dejected, and helpful. And option number D, hopeful, elated, dejected, optimistic, and angry. So students, as you can see that these 5 words, they are mentioned in all the options. That means there is no other words other than the 5 words. So first of all, you need to know the meaning of all these words. First is angry. If we see option number A, angry. First, he was not angry. Second is dejected. Dejected means feeling sad, sorrow, the feeling of sorrow. Elated. Elated means very happy. Hopeful. That means very much positive. And the last word is optimistic. Optimistic means positive attitude, a feeling of hopefulness. So I hope the meanings are clear. Now students, let me tell you that when the story begins, Lencho seems to be very hopeful. He was very hopeful about the downpour, that rain will come good and which will result in good harvest. And then what happens? He becomes happy, very much elated. Elated means very happy. Why? Because the season changes, the droplets of rain could be seen falling, so he became very happy. And then what happened? Cold and strong winds began to blow. Then he became very sad. He became dejected. That means because of hailstones, as the complete field was destroyed in that hailstone. After feeling sad, after feeling dejected, he felt hopeful. That means he was optimistic enough because he had faith in God. He got one hope that okay, even though everything is destroyed, everything is lost, still I have a faith in God. God will help me. This was there. That means he was optimistic enough. And then he became angry. Why he became angry? On seeing 70 pesos. Actually, he demanded 100 pesos, but he only got 70 pesos. And on seeing those 70 pesos, he became very angry. So this is the sequence, and this matches with the fourth option, that is option number D. Hopeful, elated, dejected, optimistic and angry. So option D will be the correct option. See, you can easily identify from the first word only. Initially he was very hopeful, and hopeful is only mentioned in the last option. That means the earlier initially he was hopeful, so hopeful is mentioned in option number D. So the correct option will be option number D. So students, I hope all the questions are clear to everybody, and with this I have taken, or I have covered the complete chapter. I hope the complete chapter is clear to everybody, and with this I feel that everybody will be able to solve all the questions of chapter number 1. So with this, thank you so much students. I'll meet you in the next video very soon. Till then, take care of yourselves, keep revising your chapters, study well for your examination and be safe. Thank you.